Imagine for a second, God placed a special mark on your life, a divine signature that no evil can touch you, a mark so powerful that even the darkest forces cannot stand against it. You are set apart, protected, and destined for greatness. What if I told you there are 7 signs that prove you're marked by God? And the best part is, you might not even expect them. Keep watching to discover if this mark is on you. We've all heard about God's promises, His protection, His provision, and His favor. But what does it really mean to be marked by God? It's not about a physical mark that others can see. No, it's something far more powerful, something deep within. C.S. Lewis once said, "The real Son of God is at your side. He is beginning to turn you into the same kind of thing as Himself." Being marked by God isn't just a spiritual truth. It's a reality that transforms the way you live, the way you move, and the way you interact with the world. If you've ever felt like there's a divine shield around you, protecting you from harm, that's a sign. It's more than just luck, it's God's divine protection. He promises that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Think about the times when everything seemed to fall into place unexpectedly. Perhaps you were saved from a dangerous situation, or a job you didn't get ended up being a blessing in disguise. These moments are signs of God's mark on your life. But it doesn't stop there. You might notice doors opening for you, doors that seemed impossible to open. You might receive blessings that you didn't even ask for, promotions, favor from people you least expected, or opportunities that seem beyond your reach. C.S. Lewis once said, "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." That's the power of being marked by God. It's His way of giving you more than you could ever imagine. Now, you might be wondering, how can I be sure that I'm marked by God? Let's talk about the signs that prove it. The first is divine protection. When you experience God's protection in ways that defy explanation, that's a sign. The second sign is supernatural provision. When God provides for you in unexpected ways, that's a sign. The third is divine recognition and favor. You start receiving favor that others can't explain. And the list goes on, each sign showing the unmistakable truth that you are chosen by God. Let's dive deeper into the first 2 signs because they are game changers. Divine protection and preservation are powerful, and you can see it in countless biblical stories. David, as a young shepherd, was protected from wild animals by God. On the battlefield, he defeated Goliath, not by his own strength, but by God's mark of protection on his life. And even when King Saul sought to kill him, God preserved David's life. This divine protection isn't just physical, it extends to every area of your life. Think about the emotional and spiritual protection you experience. You might have faced challenges that should have broken you, but somehow you made it through. That's not coincidence. That's God's hand covering you. And what about your health? Have you ever wondered why you woke up unharmed despite the dangers around you? It's because God's mark is on you, protecting you from things unseen. Remember, demons don't need a physical door to reach you, but God's mercy is why you're still standing. The second sign, supernatural provision, goes hand in hand with this protection. When you're marked by God, His provision for your life is abundant. You might not always understand how or why things work out, but God's promise is clear. He will provide for you. Think about the Israelites in the wilderness. God provided for them even when there was no food or water. Manna from heaven and water from a rock. This is the provision that comes with being marked by God. There's a story of a man who lost his job and thought everything was lost. Yet, shortly after, a better opportunity came along, one he never expected. That's supernatural provision. This doesn't mean everything will always go according to your plan, but it means that when you're marked by God, your needs will always be met in miraculous ways. Your worth is far greater than you can imagine, and God will never let you go without. You see, being marked by God is not about having it all figured out or living a perfect life. It's about walking in His favor and trust. It's about knowing that His protection and provision are with you every step of the way. So do you recognize these signs in your life? Do you feel God's protection, provision, favor, and peace? Being marked by God means you're chosen for a higher purpose. It means you're not just another face in the crowd. You are set apart, destined for greatness. And as you walk in His purpose, His mark on your life will be evident to everyone around you. So stand firm in your identity, walk boldly in His favor, and trust that the mark of God on your life is a promise that nothing and no one can take away. You are marked, you are chosen, and your destiny is unfolding right before your eyes.